Please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Thank you.
Hey, Bulldogs, I'm back.
And I'm Carrington Andrade, and this is Code Blue.
On this day in 1964, the Boston Celtics won the NBA Finals against the San Francisco Warriors 4-1. This would be their 6th championship in a row and their 7th overall. Since this win, the Celtics have added another 10 titles for a total of 17 championships. Let's go Celtics!
As you guys can see, and said by Mr. Gorman, we're in the auditorium right now. Beautiful auditorium, oddly gym-shaped auditorium, but the auditorium nonetheless. Thank you, Mr. Gorman, for saying that we are in the auditorium. For the Credit for Life Fair that all seniors will attend.
After attending, the students will have a better understanding of their financial decisions and how it can affect their opportunities down the road. Skills will be improved, like being financially wise, having a good credit score, and learning how to budget and manage your money.
During the fair, students are called upon to make financial decisions utilizing their financial portfolio in the auditorium.
Each table represents an expense or a financial decision scenario. The goal of the student is to balance their budget by the conclusion of the fair. Thank you, Ms. Killian, for setting up this fair for the seniors.
Now let's see what you didn't know with Chuck LaRossi, who is not in the auditorium.
Did you know that the most common name in the world is Muhammad? Man, I guess Fogel was right. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Chuck.
This year, Civics Club is working on a civics project titled Kid Candidate. Part of this project includes creating seats on the school council for a 6th grade representative and a 7th grade representative.
Information will be sent to each student in those grades. The election will take place the first week in May. The 8th grade will select a kid candidate who will be the honorary member of the town's Board of Selectmen. Now let's see what's up in science with George Starr.
Hello everyone, I'm George Starr. Welcome back to This Week in Science. Before vacation, NASA had some amazing news. We have the first ever picture of a black hole. The galaxy M87, which is about 55 million light years away, and at its center is a 6.5 billion solar mass black hole. To take this picture of the black hole was actually pretty interesting. Telescopes all around the world were synchronized with atomic clocks. You could stitch all the data into one image. The data captured by these telescopes is actually really massive. About half of one of the telescope's data is half a petabyte. A petabyte is 1,000 terabytes and is what the next generation consoles are just starting to come out with when you purchase them. To put that into perspective, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4's newest models come factory standard with 1 terabyte. That means you would need the memory of 1,000 PS4s or Xboxes just to capture the data from one of these telescopes. The image produced is really cool and looks like many of our simulated black holes made in the years prior. The light you see is actually coming from behind the black hole, and it's curving and being flung around it and launching towards Earth. Shepard Doleman, who led the global team behind the Event Horizon Telescope, stated during a TED Talk that this is what Einstein predicted over 100 years ago. And already, for some reason, there are plenty of memes about the black hole. They're kind of weird, really funny. Many people complained about it being blurry, but it's actually just zoomed in. People complained about Pluto, and look how beautiful it turned out to be. We just have to give it time, and we'll see a more detailed picture. Back to you in the studio.
We're going in. All right. Thanks, George.
Seniors, pay attention. In order to graduate June 1st, all class dues must be paid. Before vacation, slips were passed out with the amount you owe. Please see Ms. Grant if you have any questions.
Make sure class dues are paid ASAP. Senior week is just over a month away. You must have your dues all paid up in order to attend any activities. Our first official senior week event is a trip to Six Flags, Tuesday, May 28th. Mark your calendars.
And for anyone going to prom this year, the deadline to buy your prom ticket has been extended to Tuesday, April 30th. If you haven't bought your ticket yet, be sure to get yours Monday or Tuesday of next week. See Mrs. Gallagher in room C131.
Let's see what's happening in sports with Andrew LaRossi.
Hi, welcome back to This Week in Sports. Hopefully everyone had a good April vacation. First up, the young baseball team is currently 0-4 after a tough loss Wednesday to Norfolk Aggie 10-9. Their next game is today at home against South Shore Voc. The boys' track team is 1-3. The girls' track team is 2-2 after this week's meet. Their next challenge takes place right here at home against Bishop Connolly, this coming Tuesday. Lastly, the softball team won their only game of the season prior to yesterday's game against perennial league winner West Bridgewater. Their next game is today at South Shore Voc. That was sports. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Andrew. The girls' JV softball team will take on Nantucket home tomorrow in a doubleheader. The first game will be at 11 a.m. and the second game at 1 p.m. Come support your Lady Bulldogs.
The young baseball program had a solid win yesterday at the JV level, winning 9-5 against Norfolk Aggie.
As Andrew said, the softball team played against a perennial West Bridgewater and suffered a tough loss, 9-1. The sole run was scored by Taylor Doran and one hit by Caroline Duggan.
As you may have heard, last week Notre Dame, the 12th century cathedral in France, unfortunately caught fire and took significant damage. Code Blue correspondent Caitlin Nielsen had done a feature on the story.
On April 16th, a major fire has engulfed the medieval Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris, one of France's most famous landmarks. The fire destroyed stained glass windows and the wooden interior, before toppling the 850-year-old Gothic building spire. Our very own John F. Kennedy faculty member Betsy Eaton, Holbrook's proud cross-country and track coach, was in Paris, France at the time of this event.
I ended up going to Paris and then took a day trip to the coast on Normandy to see the World War II sites. So I was in line at l'Arc de Triomphe and talking to two people in front of me from the United States about football, of course, because what else are you going to talk about when you're from New England? And they said that they had been to Notre Dame that morning and it was really busy and the line to climb up into the cloisters was sold out because we were going to go there that afternoon. So we decided not to go, and I was walking around just looking at stores and things on the Champs-Elysees, and somebody sent me a text and it said, "Are you okay? Be careful." And I'm like, oh no, what's going on? So we walked by a bar and happened to peek in at the TV, and there was pictures of the cathedral burning, and it said possible terrorism. So of course my mind went to the worst case scenario. We look outside, we see the smoke going, and we immediately decided to just head back to our hotel. I did run up to see the cathedral after the fire and how it looked, and it was really in good shape in the front. From the side is where the devastation occurred, and the steeple was like crashed in.
The main structure, including the two bell towers, have been saved. The cause of the fire is still unclear. Thousands of people gathered the streets around the cathedral, observing the flames in silence. Several churches around Paris rang their bells in the response to the blaze.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Students, do you need community service hours? Want to give back to your community? Enjoy being outside? Here's your opportunity to help out. Please sign up if you're interested in helping with Cleanup Day at Holbrook Middle High School.
Cleanup Day, Saturday, May 18th, will be held at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Holbrook Middle High School needs a bit of love and attention. Please join us in the beautification of our campus. The town will be working alongside us to clean up various other community resources as well.
If you're interested, sign up by clicking the link that was sent to your emails by Mrs. Stevenson.
And now for another installment of Chatwell Time.
You know what time it is, boys? Safety first. Check it out. Check it out. Yo, sun rays, you weren't stopping me today. What's going on, everyone? It's Chadwell time. Today we're going up to the pool on the 3rd floor. There, you know, got the sunscreen, got the slides. Let's get the show on the road. Hey, neck face, what's poppin', slime? What's poppin'? You know the vibes. You know, come to the pool.
The pool on the 3rd floor is lit. Oh, yeah.
Without me?
Yes, sir.
Dude, let's go.
Go.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Now we're going to the pool. How are we doing? My man's just dipped on us, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
Box out, it's whatever.
See these little boys?
We just secure. Yo, cool it, bro. Wait for it. Floor number 2. Wait for it. Hold up. Treyway. Treyway. You know what we're doing.
Nice.
How's the water?
Beautiful.
That's beautiful?
Heated water.
Yo!
Told you.
No!
Ready?
Dude, this is crazy.
No. Once I'm gonna dive, all you're gonna hear is,
Dude,
see y'all
this is
later.
Crazy.
I'm out.
Travel time.
Cannonball.
Yo, come check it out.
Thanks for signing, Jason. That's it for us today. I'm Carrington Andre.
And I'm Aiden Kelly. See you next Friday.